Oblividion.
Let me turn on my Xbox.
You're gonna play Xbox?
I'm just gonna have it on.
Okay, that's cool.
Mainly because my brother's coming over tomorrow. I need to charge the other controller. I will mute it though. All right, so we're about to try and record one.
Yeah,
Our first episode.
pre-game our first episode.
This is the new podcast. It's called Oblividion, and it's
Remastered.
not the remastered, but the original Oblividion and
360.
Not that one. It's a podcast. You know, on any podcast that you listen to, they're going to introduce themselves. But I think it'd be best if Jane and I introduce each other. I'll introduce Jane. Jane is very smart. Jane is very funny. She has great fashion sense, and she has a great outlook on the world. And she's going to give you some great insight on how to improve your life. She's very big on self-help, and she's going to tell you how to live your life and what to do. So go ahead, Jane, introduce me.
Hi y'all, I'm Jane. It's my friend is a he's gonna give you
the real tea.
He's very smart, very common sense. He's very kind though. He's not gonna be mean.
I don't
He's
know
gonna
about
be
that.
honest.
I don't know about that.
We're both musicians.
We're not talking about. No, we're not talking about. Go move on.
What?
We're not
Okay.
talking. No music unless I'm singing a song.
We
You can
should just
talk
be
about.
a-
You can talk about music. You can talk about the musician shit.
I just want to say you're a crust punk.
I'm not a crust punk. I'm no punk. Punk is bad. I don't like punk.
Yeah.
Punk
No
is,
way.
Punk is yeah. No, not no wave either. I am wave. I'm not no wave. I'm not a punk wave. I'm not anything British. I'm not that.
Yeah.
I'm not a Brit. We won our independence from them.
Yeah, we literally spilled the fucking tea.
Boston tea.
Yeah. That's so stupid, actually. I'm gonna be like the least gay I've ever been. Actually, that's my plan. Cut it. I'm not trans. You might think I'm trans. I'm actually like a they them bitch with a vagina.
Yeah. And I mean, and if we're gonna jump to the gender thing, I am also a they them. So as you're listening to this podcast, if you're listening to it, don't even try to imagine how we look. And if you're watching this podcast, you're looking at two they proud thems.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like heavily filtered. You're not even gonna be able to recognize us. We are not allowed to be on video anymore. It's like a legal thing.
Who knows what gender I'm gonna pick next episode? So stay tuned.
Yes, yeah. It's on his second round of bottom surgery.
I told you we're not using my real name.
I literally introduced you as.
You said I am a man, which is not
Y'all-
true. I'm a them.
Yeah, okay, sorry. This is my they them Mickey MGTOW.
This isn't a MGTOW episode. The MGTOW is gonna get its whole episode.
Wait,
You don't want to.
What's your name? What's your fucking stage
I'm
name?
gonna find out. But as the fans that we're gonna have listen to the videos and and watch the audio.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
We're gonna develop my name.
We're letting the fans decide what our names are.
Exactly.
We're just like we're so genderless.
I'm basically a squid.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
Y'all like
And
the background?
You can call this Squid Games.
They are releasing season 3. Maybe we'll do a review. Maybe we'll make a Discord server and we'll do a watch party.
I was watching the Osbournes earlier.
Oh, I got mine in the mail. Maybe we'll do a review of the Osbournes season 2.
Oh, let me show you mine. Show me yours. I'll show you mine. Okay.
Season 1's in a nice box.
Is it in a box?
What's in the box?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Did
think you got the
open
same
it?
ones. I haven't opened. Well, they were already open.
Yeah.
Yours are sealed?
No, but I was looking at the season 1 has a little pamphlet inside that's supposed to be like his black book or whatever.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. Anyway, this is going to be a great podcast. We'll rank the genders. We'll rank the video games. We'll rank the modern pop artists. Well, what else will we rank?
We're doing a dating podcast, right? That's what I want to do. Like we talk about like dating and
Yeah,
stuff.
but well,
Okay.
maybe it's like the names. The fans can decide what they want the topic of the podcast to be. Talk about murder. Talk about dating. Maybe a little bit of both.
Do you want to hear about my grinder, dude? Or do you want wait, talk about your submarine thing that you were talking about. Sorry. What?
Grinder. Well, if the fans want to hear more about Titanic, I'll talk.
I didn't go on a date. I'm going on a date with him on Sunday on Grinder. His name is 11
Wait,
inches.
hold on. We
Can't be like saying people's real names.
You're right. Okay, well I'll edit it out.
Even though it's just edit edit literally everything except you saying the name, because that'd be funny. If we're gonna talk about dating, we have to use like aliases for every single person we talk about.
Yeah. Anyway, his name's his name. God damn it, bro.
What?
His name's Benny. Benny.
What?
11 inches.
Okay.
And his bio says like trans woman only. Yes, it's that big or whatever. The first time I ever talked to him, I sent him like this selfie, and he was like, "Fuck, like you're beautiful, like marry me, like for real, like marry me." And I was like,
a grinder proposal. That's very sweet.
I was like, yeah, let's go to like one of those Nashville Elvis tonight kind of like chapel. And then we'll go to like Waffle House after or whatever.
Waffle House is sick.
I stopped talking to him. But anyway, he hit
Why'd
me
you
up.
stop talking to him? Did you think he'd make a good husband?
Yeah, I wasn't totally prepared to get married that night. But it turns out he's a corporate lawyer.
A lawyer?
Yeah, he's a corporate attorney, and I was telling him like what I do, telling me how he makes $2,500 a year, not
$2,500 a year.
Yeah, $250 a year. I can't say numbers. Okay, that's like my problem.
$25 a year. That's a
And
good.
so
I mean,
I'm
that's like $2 a month and a little bit more. You know.
Yeah, so we can get like a gumball once a week.
Yeah.
How do you say that fucking number? Tell me.
$250,000 a year? Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
A shit ton of money.
So I should get married.
I mean, if you're just wanting that life, that easy life, the money life, I mean, some people gravitate towards that. I don't blame them. As your friend, I don't think you should, unless you are able to finagle some way where you can do whatever you want, but you reap the benefits of being married to a rich person, unless you fall in love with them. If you fall in love with him, then love him. You know.
Yeah, and I told him if we click, we fucking vibe, you know, my lease is up in 2 months. Like he seems cool, but
How
our
old is he?
date's on like Sunday. He's 30.
Wait, you say you stopped talking to him, but y'all have a date still?
The first night he asked me to marry him. That was like a week ago. He hit me back up and I started talking to him again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, keep us updated. You know, the next episode, maybe we'll have a story.
The story time, yeah.
Story of the $250,000 lawyer man.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you all about it.
Well, the son of a preacher man.
Tell us something about your date.
So about 6 months ago, I went on a date. Believe it or not, this girl was like pretty hot. I was like, man, I kind of feel underdressed. You know, I was wearing this shirt and I was wearing some loose basketball shorts and some tennis shoes. And she was wearing like a nice, like frilly, like a nice dress. And she was wearing a bunch of makeup. And, you know, I was like, man, I'm really underdressed. Maybe I shouldn't have wore basketball shorts on a first date. We had a nice date. After the date, she never texted me again. But I was comfortable during the date. I had my basketball shorts on.
Do you think women care about that? Also, what would be like your nice pants that you would wear? Like just cargo shorts?
like khaki shorts, you know?
Yeah. I think the t-shirt, shorts, sneakers, like that's just you. That's like all you wear anyway. So
Khaki shorts.
I think girls think it's hot when like dudes like dress like that. So
Well, maybe it wasn't my mode of dress. Maybe it was something I said. It was like how many months ago did I say it was? 2
you
months?
said 6 or
6
something.
months. It
What,
was a long time ago. No telling what I
did
said.
she ghosted you?
Yeah.
What'd you guys talk about?
Israel.
Okay, good. Easy, light conversation.
Yeah.
What'd you say about Israel? She's like, I love. Just talk to me like, just talk like normal. Like, I mean, we can be like more like. I'm sorry, I'm not being like a bitch.
You are being a bitch, but it's okay.
I don't mean it that way.
You're not being a bitch. I was joking.
Okay, you're good.
But you cut out when I say you're not being a bitch.
I will.
But
yeah, let's just like chat. Let's just chat. Like I just hit my fucking weed vape.
Do something real quick. Let me see. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Come to me. Come to stepdaddy.
Yeah, whenever it's like recording our phone call, it's like says like take notes on this call, like I'm actually like your therapist or some shit.
My therapist does seemingly, unless he's faking it, which I don't know why he would, but
he takes notes.
He does take notes. He remembers things.
Yeah. No, they
because
take notes.
Probably has them written down.
They're like, I'm writing that down. I feel like I haven't seen my dude write anything down recently though.
He doesn't need to write anything down about you. You probably remember. You're so like you're not very deep, you know, and like he can just kind of remember everything once a week, you know.
He kind of can. He's like Scooter. And I'm like, oh, you mean my old boss's name, which is not Scooter, but kind of close to that.
Your boss was Scooter Braun?
Yes, and then now it's Action Bronson.
Oh, yeah, that guy's still pretty relevant.
Yeah. I'm an apprentice of Scooter Braun. Yeah, I apprenticed under him. Anyway, wait, what were you saying about Israel? You talked to this girl about Israel?
I was talking about Ishmael, this guy I went to elementary school with.
And what were you saying? Like he's from Israel?
No. I don't know where he was from. America. He was from Houston. Don't be doxing me, okay? Houston's a big place. You're not gonna fucking find me.
Yeah.
Wait, we're not supposed to use our names. Wait, I'm just gonna until the fans pick our names. Mm-hmm. I'm going to refer to you as unknown name that will be determined in the future. That took so long to say I forgot what I was fucking talking about. But here's a good topic. How much is too much when it comes to dealing with a harassing ex?
Like, when should you block them?
Or when they're like outside of your house, or, you know, or they're like telling people things about you that are like really bad and make you look bad, and people start cutting you off. Like, when is too much? Because I want to do with this platform is spread awareness about harassing exes.
That's a good one, actually.
They're driving to your house and knocking on the door, and you have to pretend you're not there.
Is this happening to you? Or
I'm just asking you, when is it too much?
I'm sorry, I get you. I just want to know, like, your tea too.
I just don't want to look out the window right now.
Oh yeah. There was that man outside your window, and now there's like your exes with him.
There's a lot of people looking at me through my window.
I just feel like a whole like congregation, like church congregation.
Come through my window.
Yeah, you should sing a song to them. What if they caroled for you though? Like they started caroling.
In late June.
Yeah.
I don't know if our demographic of viewers will know this, so I'm gonna spread this knowledge. Every July, the Hallmark Channel does what they call Christmas in July, where they show literally from midnight 12 a.m. July 1st to 11:59 p.m. July 31st, 31 days in July, I think.
Yeah.
It is nothing, absolutely nothing. Not even like infomercials at 3 a.m. Nothing except Hallmark Channel Christmas movies.
I was like, you set it up where it could have been like, I don't know if our demographic of viewers will be aware of this, but Christmas is actually when Jesus was born, and I'm trying to spread awareness,
Well, I mean, that's just a given. I mean, who doesn't know that?
Yeah, but if you're like Christian, you like feel persecuted. But
also, we pick everybody. They're picking our names.
yeah,
Y'all can pick my name, and you can pick my religion.
ooh, that's good. Yeah, pick our. No, I was gonna say, like, guess our races, but you can guess his race. Their race. Sorry, God damn it, you're like not.
Hey, you keep misgendering me.
I do, baby. You can pick their race because they're like mixed.
It's not race. It's not. I am mixed.
Their ethnicity.
Ethnicity, not race. It's two different things, whitey.
Guess my ethnicity.
Not that it would matter to you because you're not mixed with anything. You're just fucking boring ass white, like fucking paint on
mixed
the wall.
with mayonnaise and ranch.
Not even that, because that has a little bit of flavor.
Shut up.
You're
Bitch,
like
I'm a chick with a dick. Like that's a
you're
lot
flour.
Of flavor.
You're flour. You're like no, ethnically and racially, you're like flour. You're like a pebble of flour.
Yeah, I'm just a crumb of flour. I'm like a chicken that's been like breaded but not cooked. Like
no chicken that has flavor. Even though you do need to season chicken, but like it does have a little bit of chicken flavor. No, you're flour. You're flour. And me, I'm a beautiful mix. I'm like a bouquet.
Yeah.
I have so many things in my lineage. Where do I even start?
Bro, you're like level 1 spicy on like the time, and like that's how much ethnicity you have in you.
This is going to. I guess we're going to start on the first episode of me saying things that some people might genuinely get offended by.
Yes,
I think that is Italian. And
really,
no, I'm not gonna. No, you know what? I'm not going to say the other thing I was going to say.
God damn it! No,
Italian.
say it.
No, I'm not.
Fake edgy. Come on. I'll say something that'll get me canceled after this if you want.
We'll circle back.
Well, let me fucking say something. What if I just said
all I'm gonna say is,
and
you can parse this out. You said I was level 1.
Yeah.
I'm like level 3. Italians think they're level 8 or some shit, and they're not. And there's another group out there, and I'm not gonna say which, and the reason I'm not gonna say is I don't want the ADL is always listening. And I don't want them coming after.
Is it like I feel like you can get into those like ethnicities that's like they're like he's Dominican or something, or like Puerto Rican. I could imagine someone saying that about Puerto Ricans or something.
Yeah, if someone's Puerto Rican, you're gonna be like, yeah, they're Puerto Rican. What do you mean?
What you're saying about like they think they're like really spicy, but they're like not like as spicy as they think. They think they're level 8, but they're level 3.
I don't know. I think we're using I think we're interpreting the scale too different.
Spiciness? What were you saying? You were saying Italians think they're like 8, but they're 3.
Keep in mind, my only experience with Italians is the show The Sopranos. So understand that is my literal only experience with Italian people, but they like think they're like not white.
Oh yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But they're literally white, like, you know.
Got you. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Now, if there's any Italian listeners out there that they don't like fit the bill of like a character from Sopranos, you know, and they want to that can prove me wrong. I'm like Steven Crowder, that prove me wrong. Like Italians think they're not white, prove me wrong, you know. So
I'm like literally like Italian, right? Like
yeah,
actually.
that's why I called you Whitey.
Yeah. I'm German and Italian. There you go. Fully fascist. Well, my cancelable little thing is you're not trans until you've sucked a man's dick.
I feel like there's different ways to interpret that.
I'm just kidding.
Well, no, I mean, I'm willing to work through the thought, but you know, it's like
until a man sees you as a woman. A cis man sees you as a woman. You're not a woman. You're not a trans woman.
And I mean, I don't know who's going to be listening to. I don't know our demographic. Yes, this is explain to the audience, what does cis mean?
Cis like is when you're born a boy and you stay a boy, or like you don't change gender. It means
so
like,
you like don't hit puberty, like you don't become a man, like you stay a boy forever, like Peter Pan. That's what cis is.
You don't take hormones to change your sex. Anyway,
this is the Oblividion podcast. Just a reminder.
So can we get sponsored by a fucking like vape company?
Well, I was actually like I don't have to in the agreement. I don't have to start doing the sponsor just yet. You know, I'll tease it. But we have a very big sponsor that's signing on starting next quarter, and
Honeywell?
I'm not gonna say they're part of the DoD.
I love that for us. Yeah, we're actually like a psyop for the Democratic Party to find the leftist Joe Rogans. They give us a shit ton of money.
By the end of this podcast run in 40 years, I'm going to be the leftist Joe Rogan.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to be the trans...
Megyn Kelly.
Yeah, I could be that. But who... Melania Trump.
Melania. Is she even still like I never see it. I don't know. I try to ignore, like, I pay attention to like the Trump White House, but like I try not to watch it, or like I try to read it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because if I watch it, it's just like it sucks, you know. But like,
yeah,
I try to read it. So like, does she show up on TV still? Like, I haven't really seen much of her.
Yeah, no, she was like next to him whenever he had his like birthday thing, and there was the protest, you know, and no one showed up. I saw her.
Imagine hanging out for Trump's birthday, you know, like it'd be fun. Like, you know, there's gonna be like plenty of McDonald's, you know.
Ooh, I would love that, actually.
It's like a child's dream. It's like catered McDonald's.
Literally, he should have it like Chuck E. Cheese or some shit.
Yeah,
that would be so on brand, actually.
It's like on SpongeBob. I don't remember which episode, but like there's like a giant room full of like Krabby Patties, and like Squidward's like swimming in it and eating all of them. It's like that's what Trump's birthday is. It's like instead of a ball pit, it's just a bunch of like McDoubles like thrown in, and you're just swimming and eating all of them you want, you know.
Oh, I would love that. Well,
I want to go to Trump's birthday.
I'm thinking about that picture, you know, where he has like all the Big Macs, you know, on the White House or whatever.
Yeah, it's a badass picture.
I know. I'm like, that and a Diet Coke sounds so good.
Yeah, you got to counteract it with a diet, you know, because diet soda is way better for you, you know.
100%. No, I'm sick of the like. I'm actually sick of the diet is actually worse for you kind of shit. Like, it has 0 calories, and it's like yeah, you go.
It depends how you look at it, you know. Like, it's like I consider it worse for you if you're like a regular person. Like, it has more chemicals and shit that aren't really supposed to be. I'm literally drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper right now, but. It has more chemicals and shit in it that aren't really supposed to be. Like, sugar in high amounts isn't good for you, but it's something that's like meant to be like eaten by like a human, you know what I'm saying? The added shit in diet sodas is like bad. It's just as bad for you, you know, because it's a bunch of fake chemicals and shit. But if you have problems with your sugar, or you're like diabetic or something, you just can't drink regular soda. You know what I'm saying? So like it just depends how you look at it, you know, because like
But,
sugar is very
yeah.
very bad for some people, you know.
Yeah, I don't like the like one's natural, one's not thing, because that's like not, you know, sugar's like a refined like thing from like a
Yeah,
plant or whatever.
that's true. Yeah, yeah.
And you know, like anything like not, you know, like fucking like uranium or whatever is like the most natural, like it's like a basic element and it like would kill you if you just like got too close to it. I know like aspartame
This
or
is
whatever.
Sparta.
Yes, yes, but it's like the most studied like chemical ever. Like I don't know. I don't think it's like as bad as people think. I feel like it flattens the world when you think like in that way.
Well,
Blah blah.
the world is flat.
Yeah, I was about to get to that.
Did you know that 300 is actually a stupid movie because
Jesus.
the Spartans were actually all gay and they don't show that in the movie?
See, this is like us like being actual like leftist Joe Rogan. Actually, I got my Pfizer vaccine 7 times, and they don't think that's bad for you or something.
Okay, be real with me. How many boosters? I know you didn't get shit for. I think you didn't even get the second fucking original shot.
What do you mean? You think
You
I'm
told
like
me you didn't even
unvaxxed?
get that shit.
I'm not anti-vax, but I
She
only
told
got
me to
2.
drink fucking tap water, and then told me she didn't believe in the COVID vaccine.
I do love tap water, actually. That's what Nick Fuentes guy was like. He only drinks like sparkling water because, and then I was like, oh, you don't drink like tap water, and he's like, fluoride is like feminizing. Keep drinking it or something, you know, like.
You know his ass wasn't joking about that. He's fucking sounds crazy.
Yeah, no, he's actually insane. But then he wasn't being like mean about it. Like he wasn't being like, "You're gonna fucking die." You know what I'm saying? He was like joking, like, "Yeah, you
That's
should
how
keep
I
drinking
feel
it."
when you're telling me to drink tap water. I'm gonna fucking die.
You should just drink fucking water. I mean, we can have like our you think like bottled water is like not just tap water.
This is where you always go. You're always with this shit about like bottled water is just tap water in a bottle. It's not true.
It's like 65% of bottled water
It
is
says
just,
spring water, which means that it like came from a natural spring.
yeah, but then that's like still from the tap. Like, you know, most tap water comes from like a whatever water source.
I just realized what a cool. This is just a suggestion for my name.
Yeah.
A cool name for me would be Bibbidi.
Dibbity, dibbity, yeah,
No,
because we're like
Bibbidi from Dragon Ball Z.
bibbity.
Yeah.
Bro, that's like fucking like we're like Disney adults, like bibbity bobbity boo. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you could. They're like, I want everybody listening to this podcast. Disney adults, white
yes.
nationalists.
Yeah, Nick. Honestly, I don't think that's like so separate. Yeah, I want the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm literally like wearing a fucking Alice in Wonderland shirt, so.
If you want to see her shirt, check out our Instagram where we're gonna have a little clip, some fun clips.
Yeah.
From the recording of our teaser for our first episode.
Yeah, check my OnlyFans.
I'm not gonna be promoting that shit on any show that I'm a part of, just so you know.
I know. I wouldn't either. I don't have an OnlyFans yet. But if this podcast goes good, I might. I'm just kidding. Fuck, what were we talking about? There was something we were talking about that was like... I'm reheating my birria tacos right now. Have you heard people say that yet? Have you heard people say like they're reheating nachos?
What do you mean?
It's like a new like gay thing where they're like Olivia Rodrigo was reheating Courtney Loves Nachos. Like they mean like she was like, I want that too. Like have you heard anyone say that yet?
No.
No. Okay. I was just wondering. It's like I think eventually you're gonna hear that it's like mainstreaming right now.
Okay, that means that I'll hear about it in like 5 years.
No, you're gonna hear about it like from a Bumble date, like 100%, like some fucking like girl you date is gonna like say it.
And that'll be the last date.
Anyway, I'm reheating my birria tacos. There was something we were talking about. I went on a date with.
Don't say names.
God damn it! What should I call him? My 40-year-old married man.
Renee.
I went on with Mr. Zellweger, and
Yeah, there you go.
I got to be careful saying that.
Well, Zellweger could be anybody. It's not just the actress.
It's the like last syllables of that. Mr. Zellweger. Like I got to be enunciating when I say this.
There's plenty of there's plenty of difference between that word and another word. So I don't know what you're saying, unless you just think you're gonna slip up.
And also, we want Zellwegers to watch our podcast.
I mean, like I said, I want everybody watching it.
Yeah, white nationalists, Disney adults, and white people who pretend they're black.
That's our demographic.
Oh, I was gonna say my actual like cancelable thing is I'm trans medicalist, and if you know what that is, that probably makes you like really mad. So
do you want to explain it for those who might not know?
Trans medicalism,
like me.
I'm basically like Blair White. I'm the leftist Blair White. You're my Alex Jones.
Alex Jones is badass. I love Alex Jones.
Have you seen those videos with like Blair White and him like shooting guns?
That sounds awesome. I want to watch that right now.
He's like a known, chaser, along with Nick Fuentes. Basically, like trans medicalism is like you think you can't be like trans unless you are like have gender dysphoria and you like medically transition. Like you're not valid if you just are like, I'm this and don't do anything medically.
Yeah. Does hormones include medically, or does it have to be like surgeries?
You have to at least take hormones if you're able to.
Okay. Interesting. I don't think that's true, but you can. This is a free speech zone, so.
Yeah. No, we're in the free speech zone.
Maybe that should be the name of the podcast instead
Free
of
Speech Zone. Yeah, that's I love that. I know. Well, we need to like record our shit like on like Telegram or some shit. I think that's like I'm not even like a hard trans medical. Like I'm not actually Blair White. And if you were like really nice to me, I would think you're valid. But I just got to feel like superior to other people, and I got to feel hot. So that's the only reason I am.
Well, whatever you say, I don't want to ever disagree with you because I know how you get, and I don't want to ever disagree with you, so.
Yeah, you know how I get, like, I can be like a bitch.
Yeah, bitchy. I'm a bitch. I'm a loser. We gotta be careful because we don't want to get copyright struck on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's true. What do you want to talk about your Latino girl who kept calling you white?
You call me Whitey?
Yeah.
All right, get this. Or maybe that should be our like 1 year anniversary episode.
Okay. I guess we can. Yeah, I have extremely like I don't know how to explain my standards for what I want to be like special topics. Okay.
That's a special topic.
Yeah. Okay. Here.
You don't want to do the climax at the beginning of the movie,
Well, you want to hook them in the beginning.
I can hook them. This is how I hook them. Have y'all ever seen the movie Hook with Robin Williams? It's a good movie. That's my rec of the week. That's how I hook them.
Oh, yeah. Leave your comment about Hook with Robin Williams. I just realized you're talking about the Peter Pan thing. We really are like Disney adults in this shit.
That's not a Disney movie.
Okay, your 1 year anniversary story is about Latino girl, and mine is I'll talk about like the date I went on with Nick Fuentes' friend.
Okay. I don't even know that story, so I'll have to wait a year to hear it.
You know that story. That's the fucking crazy guy we were just talking about.
Oh, Nick. Oh.
I'm trying to think of like dating things that we can.
I went on a date a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And the girl, she was wearing pajama pants, like from Walmart. It looked like she was wearing they were like pajama pants, but they had like Cookie Monster all over them.
It was chaperone.
I wish.
Wait, for real though?
Yeah, she had a Cookie Monster like snapback hat.
You're fucking joking, bro.
I'm not. And
What?
I complimented her on it.
No, for real though.
Well, yeah. What do you mean?
That's like a meme where it's like they're
No,
like.
I know. That's why I brought it up.
Oh, okay. That's crazy. Was she crazy? Did she like? I feel like she would like suck your dick really good.
She was very sweet. She paid for lunch.
Oh.
She offered to drive me home because I had walked there.
Did she suck your dick?
I'm not gonna. In case she listens to it, I don't.
What? We have to talk about something.
She's gonna know who she is if I say Cookie Monster pants.
Yeah, but we have to talk about somebody.
I don't bust in somebody's fucking mouth and tell. Okay.
That's what this whole fucking podcast is gonna be. I'm
not trying to get a fucking lawsuit of people saying, "Oh, he went and told everybody that he busted in somebody's
no one
mouth
can
and
ever fucking figure out who this is, like, unless they're like, oh my god, I went on a date with a Cookie Monster girl.
How many people in this world do you think that happens to? Going on a first date, but
still no one can figure out. No one is going to like fucking triangulate who this fucking woman is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you just say she had a snapback, and then I nut in her mouth.
Have you never heard the saying "woman something woman scorned"?
Isn't that song that Bumble? So you're just not going to talk about any of your dates. I'm about to talk about
I literally just told the entire story of the date. I just didn't say who it was.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, did she suck your dick? That's what I'm asking.
I'm not answering that question. If I feel like I can at different stories, I will. But let's just say. She got plenty of cookies.
She was reaching for it like there was the cookie jar. That's almost like you got your ass eaten.
Yeah, I don't know who would be like if they're describing giving a blowjob. They're like, it's like eating cookies. That's the title of the episode. Giving a blowjob is like eating cookies. Episode 1, Oblividion Free Speech Zone.
Yeah, free feet. No, it's got to be like Elder Scroll, like Free Speech Zone Oblividion or whatever. Like,
okay, I'm down with that. Like Oblividion.
Yeah, I'm like, I have to write this down, even though I was like, wait, we're like recording this, but that's like the only thing that is going in my notes file. Because, you know, like...
Also, write down Free Speech Zone, Oblividion. That's the name of the podcast.
Okay, I did.
What were you saying about the Cookie Monster? The Cookie Monster, you want cookie? You want cookie.
Well, I like it, too, because, like, cookie is also, like, what you call, like, pussy or whatever.
Is it?
Yeah. There's like that Glorilla song. This is how you know this is how you guess my ethnicity. When I'm like, there's a Glorilla song where she says, "Never got the cookie, but got my name tatted" or whatever. Like, girls say the cookie or whatever. Like,
I'm sorry, but if there's a man out here that's getting a name tatted without getting the cookie, You're fumbling in life.
Yeah, you're cucked.
You're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked.
Your cookies
You're
cooked, bro. Do you even listen to Glorilla?
I don't even know the gender of that artist. I'm assuming it's a woman. If they're talking about how they didn't give no cookie.
She has a song with Megan Thee Stallion and stuff. Like she's like a really big female rapper from Memphis. So she's my homegirl.
I listen to real rap, like A Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang Clan, the greats. Logic.
Yo, we got to get him on the pod.
I would love to have Logic. That's like my number one dream guest is Logic.
My number one dream guest is Brittany.
Don't say names. Who's that? Because
Jesus,
you're cooked. So I don't know who's listening to this, but I want to know: do you have a religion? And
do you have a religion?
And if so, have you ever sung that song that goes, "Losing my religion, and I don't know, I said too much. I said enough. I thought that I heard you laughing, but that was just a dream, just a dream, just a dream." That's the song. Have you ever heard that one?
Yeah, leave a comment. Yo, is that like Radiohead?
Close.
Is that Cyndi Lauper?
Not as close.
I'm close. I like that because I'm eating my tacos and it gave me time to like put stuff on my tacos.
Well, here's some more time for you.
Bro, there's like gotta be some like boomer meme where they're like, you can't even sing that anymore. It's gotta be people just want to have fun.
Like J.K. Rowling listens to Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and she's like, this song better not be about trans women. It better be only about cis.
I was gonna say, she's like, they're trying to make it womb bearers just want to have fun.
Womb bearers!
Actually, last time I heard that fucking song, I was at Planned Parenthood. I'm just kidding. I was at a thrift store.
I don't want to speak for the woman experience. It seems like Planned Parenthood. I don't know. I've heard they have lollipops sometimes. They have condoms if you're into that sort of thing. You get some stuff there. I don't know what else goes on there, but
I got a bunch of free condoms from Planned Parenthood. I don't know if they have lollipops. I should ask.
Maybe that's after you have certain procedures.
Yeah, only after
Planned Parenthood. Yeah, you only get lollipop if you get X procedure, done.
That's like so fucked up.
Yeah, you only get a lollipop if, like you're getting a fetus like scraped out of your womb,
Jesus. Yeah, because you like lost a part of your like child. Like,
girl, shake that laffy taffy. That laugh, like what? You just walk into Planned Parenthood and they're just like,
play that.
Girl, shake that laffy taffy.
The most traumatizing experience of your life, and it's just like playing like.
I'm looking for Mrs. Bubblegum. Imagine like you're a young woman and you have a long time boyfriend, and you're just going through life. You're in it for the long haul. And one thing leads to another and he gets you pregnant. And, you decide that, you're not ready, and he goes with you to have the procedure done. And as you're leaving, Laffy Taffy by D4L is playing over the speakers, and you like look at your boyfriend as he's like had his arm around you and he's walking you out of the Planned Parenthood. He's like mouthing along to the lyrics.
Yeah, and
his seed child just got vacuum cleaned out of you, and he what's on his mind? The lyrics to Laffy Taffy.
Yeah. What if like you were the boyfriend and you were just like browsing Reddit and you found a post from a girl who was like, I got the ick from my boyfriend because he was humming Laffy Taffy as we left the abortion clinic, and you realized that it was your girlfriend who posted that.
I will say there is no way in hell that things I have done or said have not ended up on like Reddit or like a group or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
There's no way. So maybe, maybe I've taken quite a few women to Planned Parenthood for that reason, so, and I've kind of forget about them pretty quickly because it happens so often. So that might have happened. And I don't remember,
I like low key believe you. How awkward would that be if we like ran into each other at the Planned Parenthood and you're just like with a fucking like woman I've never seen before in my life?
And you're like, oh, I'm just doing, da da da. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. Well, we're just getting her aborted.
Yeah. Shayla got pregnant.
Shayla?
Yeah.
Shayla.
That's just a white girl name. There you go.
Shayla?
Yes. There is a Shayla at my school, so...
Yeah, maybe you should use an alias for her instead of say her real name.
We can't use, like, any name. We have to use, like, Astaroth or some shit. Like, I hope Shayla is listening to this fucking shit.
I hope she's not, because I don't want her to sue you.
They can't just... Yeah, that's how that works. 100%.
Back to the topic of religion. Okay. Is it just me, or have the Jews been acting up lately?
Is it just me, or you guys think Hamas canceled Bonnaroo?
I thought it was raining. The Jews do control that, so maybe it was.
yeah, it was like the Jewish space lasers. Or maybe like the Jews were trying to stop Bonnaroo from getting bombed by Hamas.
Oh, so they were trying to help us out.
Yeah, Netanyahu canceled Bonnaroo. He was going to headline.
This is like for the sake of just like the joke. Imagine you're at Coachella and, Green Day is headlining. I know they headlined one of the nights at Coachella. And like you're standing in the audience waiting for Green Day to come on. There's like some music playing, and like it all goes dark. And there's like a screen with like some animations and shit on the back of it, like typical like opening to a concert thing. And like Benjamin Netanyahu walks out on the stage and he's like, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Green Day. And then like the lights turn on and they go like, and Netanyahu's like dancing on the stage and like walks off the stage.
They would be like, don't want to be an IDF idiot. And it'd be like a scandal. And then the IDF would like shoot Green Day.
Yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu's like, this is not what we agreed to,
Mm-hmm.
And they find like a hospital that like Billy Joe Armstrong's relatives at, and they bomb it.
He was at the Planned Parenthood singing Laffy Taffy when they bombed it.
Wait, this isn't what we're talking about, but you just put it in my mind. A Green Day cover of Laffy Taffy, now that would go off.
Yes.
Girl, shake the Laffy Taffy. Girl, shake the Laffy Taffy.
How does Basket Case go?
No, I'm thinking, what's the one that's like,
War Pigs.
My real life is gonna bleed. All I know is that there's like 15 extremely iconic, well-known Green Day songs, and I know all of them, but I get them all mixed up.
What was your first Green Day album?
American Idiot. I mean, like, I'm not a big Green Day person. I love American Idiot, I love Dookie, and I love like their hits and stuff, but I'm not like a Green Day fan, and I think their later music kind of sucks. But
one of those melodramatic fools, erotic to the core. No doubt about it. Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy. Shake that Laffy Taffy.
Shake that Laffy Taffy.
That was good about the like Netanyahu bit. That was really funny.
I wasn't joking about that. That's how I want to see my Green Day live performances.
Do you know like Alamont? I think that's what it's called. I'm so fucking smart. I'm the brains. I'm just kidding. It's like 1969 after Woodstock, there was like that shooting at like they got the Hells Angels to be the security guards because they were like, fuck cops. And then like the Hells Angels just like shot somebody while like Rolling Stones was playing. That could be us, but it's the IDF.
I'll tell you this thing. I'm not trying to fetishize ethno-religious
governments,
people, but them IDF ladies... Ooh, talk about someone that would make me stop being asexual.
I would
Every one of I'm talking, and I mean every one of them. Like every woman in the IDF.
like fucking Ethan Klein's wife.
Ethan Klein's wife, Wonder Woman, bitch. The Rock. I heard The Rock was trying to join.
If I'm trying to get like the other side, should I say like I would detransition to be like the concubine of like any man in Hamas?
That's a hell of a sentence.
They're so hot. Like if they wanted me to be their male sex slave, I would detransition for them. And you would fucking IDF soldier. So yeah, see, we're like bridging the gap.
Yeah, we're like the governments, they just want to fight. We're here to show that two people that are different can come to understandings with each other, you know?
Yeah. And we're gonna bring them to your parents' house for Thanksgiving.
Well, they you know, at least, you know, the IDF soldier will hate America. We'll see how it goes, but I'm down.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. I wouldn't tell your parents.
Just invite them over.
Yeah, then they can meet me for the first time.
Yeah, they meet you, and they also meet a IDF soldier and like a Palestinian refugee that was in Hamas that is now not, because I mean, if he's like actively in Hamas, I don't think he can get on a plane and come over here.
Yes,
they probably stop him at the airport. You know.
That's true. Yeah, I wonder how he got on
a boat with the Somalis.
No, the fucking boat with Greta Thunberg or whatever.
Oh, I heard about that. I'm worried about her.
Sorry, should we not talk about that? Or
no, I'm saying keep talking for like 20 seconds.
Greta Thunberg brought home my Hamas soldier. He got on the boat. They didn't take a woman or a child. They took a fucking DL trade man.
It sounds like a great Thanksgiving.
It does. Can Jews eat Thanksgiving food?
I think they only kosher, from my understand, and I don't think we'll have any Jews listening to this, but if in the off chance we do, tell us what kosher means. I know you can't cook meat and cheese together or something like that, you know?
Yeah. But if you put like the kosher pickles on it, it makes it kosher. That's why they have those.
I don't even know what about a pickle can be like kosher. It's a pickle. Like, what is it?
Do you actually want to know?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Okay, so we want everybody, white people who pretend to be black, Disney adults, and white nationalists, but everyone except the Jews.
Well, when you said white people that pretend to be black, you kind of said Jews.
Oh. Was that like you were gonna say like Jews pretend to be like level 8 spicy? They think they're like level 8 spicy.
No, yeah, I mean no.
Unless you're in the IDF and want to fuck your majesty over there, we don't really care if you're like listening, if you're Jewish.
I love Jews. I love it when I stub my toe. I love lukewarm food. I love microtransactions in video games, and I love Jews. You know.
Yeah, this part's like this is like the only thing we're gonna upload to our Telegram channel.
What?
What we were just saying.
I'm just listing things I love.
Yes, I mean I'm actively having sex with a Jewish man, so I can't be anti-Semitic. But they do love trannies.
Wait, that guy's Jewish?
Bavid.
You have to give if his name is that, you have to give a completely different name, like Kenny or something.
Oh, Mr. Zellweger.
Yeah, Mr. Zellweger. That's a Jewish name too, so it works.
That's like my Mr. Big, like Carrie in Sex and the City. Like
it's also King of the Hill, where he's like Mr. Big. I just want to make it known I have friends that are Jewish. Okay.
Yeah. Are they in the room with you right now?
Not currently, no.
That's why you're being so fucking mid right now. I'm just kidding.
Mid?
I'm joking.
Mr. Zellweger is Jewish. I didn't know that. Okay.
Like 100%. Yeah. He's taught me a lot about it, actually. Well, also, that's what dog trainer guy was.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
And that's why both of them watch Larry Bird.
Larry Bird, the basketball player?
No, who's the guy you're talking about? You were watching
Larry David?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, and they both listen to fucking Cumtown.
I don't
Those are
listen
like,
to that whatever the fuck that shit is.
if any of the Cumtown dudes end up listening to us, like 100% DM me.
Yeah,
I
I love you guys. I love you guys, and I want to do an episode with you.
Well, I don't give a fuck about that, but I want to. Adam Friedland, he made like the Red Scare girls famous in Cumtown.
I don't like Adam
Stavros
Friedland.
Friedland. I would ride Stavi or whatever his name is, Stav. He's really hot. I love a fat dude. This is kind of scandalous. I've been like,
yeah, fat dudes everywhere are so happy. They're like, oh, thank God. Like, are fat people just a statistic to you?
are trans women just a statistic to you?
There are statistics.
Oh, which one?
There are many.
What's your favorite one about trans women?
5 out of 5 trans people are awesome.
So you know, like the bad.
I know about some bad ones, yeah.
But it's just like funny because now
the only like bad statistic thing that I know and always have on hand is the 40% one. Is that the same? Is that the same stick as what you said?
Is it 40% or 44 or something? I think you're right.
The one
40%.
I'm talking about is 40%, but it's
killed
the
themselves.
cop statistic.
Oh,
I was talking about the cops. That's the only statistic I just have on hand. It's like fun to just remind people, like, hey, almost half of all police officers commit domestic violence. You know, it's just like a fun one to just. What was that argument we had a long time ago? You were saying like,
I love
YouTube
cops.
videos are art or something.
I don't want to talk about it.
And I was like just vehemently disagreeing with you. Fight we've ever had. Let's just like ham it up.
Yeah. There's like some other crazy ass ones. But also I don't want to start digging through our old fights. We'll actually like get upset.
Hey, I'm trying to be a famous podcaster, okay?
So you throw me under the fucking bus.
If I know anything about 90 Day Fiancé, the cast members that stick around, they're the ones that know how to ham up their drama and keep people interested. You and I need to be toxic and shit. Like at the end of all this, we might not be friends. You know, like that's how we need to act.
That's what I want. That's why I want you to be like, yeah, Cookie Monster girl, like fucking gagged and swallowed my cum or whatever. You know, like I want you to tell explicit stories, and I will too. I mean, obviously, like, I guess it's like we're talking for so long, it's hard to be like fake. We got to be very real, and also we should be like, yeah, toxic. Like, I want to be a tranny, and you be like the douchiest, like, cis straight dude.
It's gotta just happen, you know?
Yeah.
I can't just start rambling and like, oh, women are like fucking retards and shouldn't have driver's license. Like, I got to be provoked, you know?
Well, I did fucking back my car into the dumpster like multiple times at work.
Exactly. I mean, whoa, really? Dang.
Yeah. I didn't even fucking see it. I hit a Nashville tourist and a homeless person.
It's unhoused.
But yeah, we're so toxic. We say unhoused on our podcast. Jesus. But
just so you know, she's trying to make me a caricature of myself. She's trying to dumb me down. I am an interesting, multi-layered human being.
Fedora ass.
She's trying to put me in a box, dumb me down. She thinks you're dumb, so I need to be dumbed down.
Wow,
I'm smart. I'm smart. I'm not gonna play. I'm not your Jonah Hill. I'm not gonna play the dumb guy who's an actor that kind of like fits my like vibe, like Keanu Reeves. You know?
No. Fucking Pedro Pascal, I could see that kind of.
Do not ever compare me to him.
I don't fucking know, girl. I don't fucking know.
Pedro Pascal, I hate Pedro Pascal.
Why?
I just fucking hate him. He's in everything. Have you not noticed he's like overrepresented? Like
he's overrepresented. Yes. In the media and banking. You know, like, I'm like, well, he's not overrepresented in the Osbournes or in Daria. Like, I'm not, like, watching anything news. I just know his face.
I'm not either. See him. I don't follow anything, and I see his face every day. It's like Sabrina Carpenter. I haven't even listened to her music, and everything I see is her. Like, what did I do to make that happen? The same as Pedro Pascal.
He wore the, like, protect the dolls or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's good. But like everything else, he's too hot to handle. That's a show people like.
You're not Jonah Hill. You're John Goodman.
I'm not John Goodman. I'm Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I don't like Keanu Reeves. I'm sorry. That's like my hot take.
Who doesn't like Keanu Reeves?
I don't. I don't think he's hot. I don't think he's cool.
I'm not talking about his. I'm not caught up in physical appearance like you, the way he looks. I'm talking about him as a guy and the type of movies he does and his acting.
I don't give a fuck about.
He's got a movie for everybody. If you want a fun '80s romp, you watch Bill and Ted. If you want some like crazy, like badass, edgy type shit, you watch The Matrix. If you want a fun, balls to the wall action movie, you watch Speed. If you want,
what's his like famous John Wick or whatever?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want a badass action movie, watch fucking John Wick. Like,
I don't really. If I start being like, I love Bill and Ted, I'm gonna feel like the man who wrote Ready Player One or some shit. But I don't like him. Like, I just don't like him. There you go. That's my hot take.
It's not a hot take. It's a like stupid and ill-informed take.
Ill-informed take. Okay. It's a plebeian take. I want to be Keanu Reeves. He's such a badass. Like,
he's just a nice guy. He plays bass.
Cool.
It's meant for people that know how to do more with less. That's not something that you just can be taught.
No, I agree. I like bass.
Yeah, but we didn't rank the religions.
I would want to like video call it.
Oh, so I can act out my caricatures of each person in like a religion, you know?
Yes. Fuck. Sorry.
Why don't you pay attention to our call?
Because I'm playing an online game and I suck.
I can't turn off an online game, Mom. That's basically what you said. We're going to have like 75 listeners.
Yeah.
Because I know all your friends are like dumb enough to like spend time listening to this. I might have like 3 that are dumb enough.
I think you'll have
and pretty much anybody on my Instagram would have probably taken something I said the wrong way already and like stopped listening. So
I love that.
Get triggered, you shit lib fucking losers.
Amazing, incredible, iconic.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
I said it.
See, I'm like, I think I'm leeching off your fan base. I don't think anyone's gonna want to listen to me, but I'll just link it in Grindr. I'm gonna like.
Yeah, you like actually get us fucking doxxed, and they're gonna be like, oh. Well, now I know where these podcasts.
They know where I live, not you.
Yeah, but they could torture you until you gave them my address.
I don't have your address though.
Yeah, but they're gonna get something out of you. It's like waterboarding. You just wanted to stop, so you say something.
Okay, but then I just like give them a random address in Houston, like.
Just say like 1418. FM Road
1418
78.
We're going so hard on like our like Nazi imagery.
Is that a thing? Is that a Nazi thing?
1488. That's it.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean I was not trying to say the Nazi thing, but I have heard I've seen people with tattoos of that actually. I don't know how much we should just actually talk about this, but I am curious. What does it mean? Like 14 words or something?
Words, 88 something. The sentence is like, we need to secure a homeland for like white children or something. But other than that, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember what 88 means though. And 250 or something is like, they think like that's the number of people who died in the Holocaust or whatever.
250?
Yeah, they think that's like the actual number. 250 Jews died in the Holocaust, and so
more
people
died like in like the Korean War.
That's not millions of like
Jews. Millions are that like I thought you said they thought like 250 died.
No, no.
Because I mean that is like a Nazi thing. They're like, oh, it wasn't that many, you know.
Yeah, exactly. They that's what And so they're like, that's the actual number. And so like they make fun of people by being like, wow, 250 people just got gassed or something. Like, I don't know. I can't even remember. I can't even think of how they say it.
Yeah, they literally say 250 people got gassed.
Wow, 250 dislikes on this. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like they don't like say it like crazy. Yeah. They don't say it crazy because they're not crazy. They say it logically.
Crazy for feeling so lonely.
You're crazy for females?
I'm crazy for trying. Crazy.
You're crazy for trans.
Lying. I'm crazy for love. Yeah, okay, you said, bro, here's one of my dating red flags, and you're gonna get these a lot. Here's one of my dating red flags, and keep in perspective, this is a cis man and a cis woman dynamic, you know, like a heteronormative or whatever dynamic. When a woman repeatedly refers to you as bro.
You think it's like a red flag?
It makes me pretty much never want to communicate with that person ever again.
Is it just like kind of like it feels like emasculating?
I wouldn't say it's emasculating, and I like being emasculated in my relationship. But it's not emasculating. It's just I just don't like it. Like I like being called something special that's unique to me. Bro is just so universal, you know. Like, I want to be called, like, hey, chipmunk, or something like, unique, you know?
Chipmunk, cute.
I don't know why I said chipmunk.
I wasn't making fun of you.
If a woman referred to me as chipmunk, I would be like, hey, like, why are you calling it? But I would like it.
Yeah. Well, is it like kind of like it's not feminine or something too? Like if they like are calling you bro?
Yeah, I might view it that way as well. It's just like, it just comes off as like they're not a woman, you know?
Yeah.
I try to like not say that, but that's just how it was.
That's funny. That's funny. I love that. I like think it's like you can't be a woman without hormones, and you're like if you say bro, you're not a woman.
Yeah.
That's
like
amazing.
You might if you're calling me bro, you better have a backwards snapback and
a Cookie Monster snapback.
Yeah, and like I'm trying to describe like a typical lesbian, like how they appear in my mind.
Yeah,
like a snapback hat backwards. It doesn't matter really what color the t-shirt is, but it just has to be one color. And jeans, preferably jeans that would be worn mostly by men, and shoes, also that would be mostly worn by men. Just like when the word lesbian pops in my mind, that's what pops in my mind. Doesn't even matter their race. There's no specific race. You know, it's just what I described is what a lesbian.
Yes. Isn't that? I feel like you also date like masculine women. Like you're also. I
do.
Like
I'm into that, but there's like layers to it, you know.
I know. Yeah. There's like whatever you've told me is also like it's like equally and opposite true. At the
what
same
I
time.
just described is something I'm typically like into. You know what I'm saying?
But you're saying if it's like a feminine woman, she can't call you bro.
Yeah, if she's not on that like, you know, butch shit that I like, if she's on that like more femme shit, if she's like, oh bro, like I'm like, shut the fuck up, like I'm gonna fucking push you out of my fucking car, like get away from me.
And because she's definitely not the one driving. Because she's a fucking woman.
I will say this, and this is my first relationship green flag. It is a green flag when I go on. I'm with a woman and she is driving, and her driving does not frighten me, and I can just like relax while I'm in the passenger. That is a green flag.
I'm like, have I ever driven you? Oh yeah, I have, and you were always scared, actually.
Yeah, I definitely was. Definitely. All right. The first time I saw you pull up to my apartment, I knew you were like weren't very good at driving.
Why?
Just the way you steered. I'm pretty sure you hit a curb.
Oh, shut up! You were like high as balls, and you were like, I like rolled down the window because I didn't know where to park, and you were like, I was like trying to smile at you because it was like I'm at your house at like 10:30, like 11 at night.
It was
a
not
stranger's 11. House. What time
11.
was it?
It was maybe like 9:45.
No, it was like 10:30. Because I remember
we could probably find the text if you really want to confirm it.
Yeah, I actually do. Because I'm pretty sure it was like you were like, I'm getting home at like 9, and then at like 10:30 is when I actually like got there.
We'll wait on the confirmation on that one, but I don't think that's how it went.
We're not gonna look it up.
I will literally look it up. I will literally scroll up through our entire conversation for the past like however long.
Yeah, anyway, it was like 11 p.m. at night in your fucking house. You know, you're like a stranger. We just agreed to meet off Hinge. And I showed up and I like rolled down the window. I was trying to like be like, hey, where should I park? And you're just like staring at me like no emotion, just like I'd park over there.
You've told this story multiple times, and I do not understand why it is noteworthy at all. Like I'm a little bit stone faced when I first meet people. That's all it is.
Yeah, but it's like you should be the opposite, because it's like you're trying to comfort them and be like, I'm not scary. I'm not like mad at you. You know, like I think
Why would I be mad at you? Why do you have
like,
a guilty conscience?
if you're like, not that, it's like if you're like if you're talking to a like absolute stranger and they're like not showing any facial expressions, like, okay, I feel like the manosphere would be like, girls love an asshole, so like try not to smile too much, you know?
Well, yeah, that's actually why I wasn't smiling. You know, you cracked the code. That's why
Yeah,
I wasn't.
I know. So anyway, yeah, you're like stone faced. We walk into your apartment and it's like,
And I also was not stone faced. I was not stone faced.
you were very stone faced and stoned, and you had toothpaste in your beard. It's like a detail I haven't even told you before. You had a little bit of toothpaste in your beard. We went.
That doesn't make any sense.
Your apartment, there was like no lights on at all in your apartment. We're just like walking through the pitch black, like I'm like following you, and you open your room and it's just like a mattress on the floor, and like I just died. Thank you. Just said thank you to the night rain person who revived me. We walked through your dark apartment. It's just like 2 dual monitors on beer pong tables, a mattress on the floor, t-shirts in the blinds, and just like a pile of clothes. You know, you're just like there, no emotion, toothpaste in your beard. I was like, I don't think I can do this right now. Like, I don't think I can actually like do this. Like,
I like everything you're saying is either extremely over embellished or I feel like you are imagining it.
It's 100% accurate, and I'm posting photos of your room.
No, don't. I do not consent to that.
Oh my god, bro.
I don't live there anymore, and my room does not look like that anymore. Just saying.
We'll post pictures of your apartment now.
No, I don't want people knowing where I live.
I'll post pictures of my fucking house. They can't see out the windows. They can't triangulate it.
If someone has lived where you have lived and recognizes it, they know where you live.
You're so paranoid about that.
And you should finish the story and say everything was fine. We had a nice evening, and we are now still friends to this day.
So anyway, mattress
on
the
scary
floor,
and so dark,
and it was dark. There was no lights on in your house.
I'm sorry that I like to save power.
Yeah, like the 3 seconds that were like we could like walk in, then turn the lights off.
You know, I'm not gonna go into much detail. I request that you don't ask me to. You do remember who I was living with? You know, I was in a strange living environment, and I might have been acting strange as a result.
Fair. But also, like, it was your room. So anyway, I was like the dual monitors, but then I saw that you had a CRT, which was cool. And I saw like a PS1 with Breath of Fire 4. And I was like, oh, wow, that's really cool. Like, I've always wanted to play that game. And so then we started like talking about it.
Playing it. It was really hard to play.
The graphics look amazing.
The graphics are absolutely fantastic, but unfortunately for me personally, graphics isn't the thing that's going to keep me like hanging around, you know.
Yeah. And then we started like listening to music. You were like smoking, and I was like, oh, okay. He's just like really, really high. That's why he's like nonchalant and stuff. I saw like all your playlists that had 400 songs in them or whatever, and I was like, that's really cool. And we were just vibing. We bonded over Toby Keith. So
I do love Toby Keith.
I do too. No, I have a Toby Keith tattoo.
I thought it was a
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain. Yeah. All right, well, I gotta go to sleep.
I feel you. Yeah, good first episode.
You know, I know you have a vision, and you have like a good. Make it very, if you can. I want it to have the aesthetic quality of like an anal porn video from 2005.